Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 19th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at Hurricane Erin. This is Erin right here, located just east of the Bahamas. Continue to move to the northwest. Kind of continue to move off in this direction, and then eventually going to kind of move up through here, up through there, and then out into the north central tropical Atlantic. Tropical wave right here need to be monitored for possible developments as well. And like I say, we have another system that has a 60% chance of development over the next 7 days, and then we got another one coming off the African coast. We'll show you that toward the end of the video, which has a 30 over the next 2 days and next 7 days as well. But there's, like I said, there's a tropical wave here we need to monitor. Got scattered activity over South America, Central America, more in the Eastern Pacific, more activity across the central Yucatan Peninsula, up into the Gulf of Mexico, up into the Mexico region, all the way to Texas, Arizona, also New Mexico, all the way into Missouri, stretching up into portion of Ohio, portion of North Georgia, to Florida, Big Bend, Florida Panhandle, and the Florida state region as well. Some activity over portions of the Great Lakes regions up here around New York State to portions of Maine, more over here towards St. John's Island, more activity in the Eastern Pacific, and a little bit of activity moving into the Pacific Northwest over toward Washington and Oregon State. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at Erin's forecast cone. This is from the National Hurricane Center. You can see here's the cone of tropical storm force winds in the yellow, hurricane force winds in the orange. You can see it continue to push on off to the northwest. There's the center of the storm. We got tropical storm watches for Bermuda, even up here around the coast of Virginia. Even got tropical storm warnings in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. All the tropical storm watches and warnings has been discontinued for you guys in the Bahamas. You can see it remains a hurricane all the way through 2 p.m. Saturday. Tropical storm in areas of Sunday at 2 p.m. If you're located, if you want to track the system at home, it's located at latitude 26.6 north, longitude 72.7 west. Maximum sustained winds right now 105 miles an hour. Moving to the northwest, northwest at 10 miles per hour. Classified hurricane winds of 74 to 110 miles per hour. Alright, here's the cone. Like I say, here's the cone again. Here's the tropical storm watches and warnings up here. Also Bermuda. And there it goes right there. Alright, let's move on to the computer model guidance. Here's the system here. Continue to push to the northwest, then eventually out to the east. You can see it converges over the north central tropical Atlantic. It remains a fish storm after that time frame. Alright, now let's move on to the intensity guidance. You can see 90 knot winds equal to 105 miles an hour. You can see category maybe fluctuate up to a category 3 one more time, and then back down to a tropical storm. Like I've been mentioning for the past few days, it was the computer model guidance was dropping this system here. The National Hurricane Center was keeping it high. I said this system probably would start lowering down some, and in fact it did. So like I said, it may go up to a category 3 one more time, but pretty much a category 2, and then it's going to continue to drop off after that time frame. So alrighty, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got some shower activity over Washington State, more activity across the Canadian-U.S. border, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and then portions of southern Wyoming to Colorado, New Mexico to Texas, northern Mexico to northern central Gulf to the Florida Keys, Louisiana, all the way to South Carolina, all the way up to Maine, portions of southeast Canada, a little bit in portions of eastern Wisconsin and northeast Illinois, Iowa region. Here Hurricane Erin continue to push to the north and eventually push away from the area. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, here's your Thursday forecast. Here's Erin offshore, continue to pull away. You can see thunderstorm showers up here around Lake Superior to Minnesota to Montana to South Dakota. Colorado to Utah to Arizona, northern Mexico to Texas, all the way to Florida Keys, including the Gulf, Atlantic coastal water, all the way to Connecticut and portions of New York State. Maine gets some shower activity as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map you're located across the nation. And here we go. You can see we've got tropical storm warnings and hurricane warnings in the Atlantic coastal waters, small craft advisories, gale warnings from Florida, for the east coast of Florida around Miami, all the way up to the Boston area, even along that coastal flood advisories. You've got some high surf warnings, advisories, along the South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina coast. Tropical storm warnings for the outer banks of North Carolina. Alright, we got heat advisory stretching over here in ports of Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, to Kentucky, Tennessee, also Alabama, much of Mississippi, also ports of Louisiana, Texas, also in the areas of Arkansas, and also in the Oklahoma. More over here in California, also in the areas of Nevada, and also portions of North Dakota, Montana. Then we got some red flag warnings in effect for portions of Montana down in Nevada. Excessive heat warnings continue for you guys also in Southern California, Central California, Southern Nevada, western and southern areas of Arizona, and a few locations in areas of Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, and also eastern Texas. Got a few air quality alerts there as well. Even got some flash flood warnings for area rivers up here in Minnesota, Iowa, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia. And look at the small craft advisory gale warning for Southern California, Washington State, Southern Hawaii, and Chain Island. Got some coastal flood statements there as well around the Alaska region, and some high surf warnings in Alaska also. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Wednesday. It's got a sliver of a marginal risk up here in portion of North Dakota, northeastern Minnesota. General thunderstorms elsewhere. Tornado probability looks like this. Just less than 2% all area. Damaging winds pretty much in that 5% risk area. And large hail, same area, just North Dakota, and a little bit of northeastern Minnesota. Montana. Alright, here's a look at the day number 3 outlook. Alrighty, we got a marginal risk up here in North and South Dakota, Minnesota. Elsewhere, thunderstorms, just general thunderstorm from areas of Pennsylvania to Florida to Texas to Arizona, New Mexico, up through the Dakotas, also a portion of Minnesota, and also Wisconsin. Probability is going to look like this, 5%. And let's take a look at the tropics. We're going to show you the update at 2 p.m. since they have not updated it yet. We'll take it to 2 p.m. advisory. Here's Erin. There's that 60% chance of development here. And here's that 30% off the coast of Africa. Continue to push west. This is the wave for Nan. Doesn't here look like it will become for Nan. So we'll continue to watch that one. So get ready, folks. Going to be a busy pattern. The African wave train is on the way. So get ready for that, folks. Also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care.